Several businesses in Jackson are closed indefinitely after the weight of Friday's snowfall was too much for their building to hold.
Lingering snow on county roads had Estill County schools called off until now. Coming up, the county's plans to get all the children safely to school tomorrow.
And we'll take you to southern Kentucky, where a group is handing out blankets, hats, and gloves to people who don't have homes.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. Engineers are examining a building in Breathitt County that houses several businesses. The weight of this weekend's snow caused the roof to cave in.
Those businesses have now been deemed dangerous. The property owner is unsure when the businesses will be able to reopen. Hillary Thornton has the details from Jackson. It's our top story at 4:30.
The building here behind me houses 5 different local businesses here in Jackson. They are all now closed after the weight of more than a foot of snow is causing the roof to cave in. Engineers are examining the building today after workers inside heard loud snapping noises. They say those noises were trusses holding up the roof breaking in two. As a result, the ceiling inside now caving in, forcing the Jackson fire chief to deem the building uninhabitable, closing the businesses until further notice, one of which is one of the town's only 2 dental offices. The fire chief says when he was inside of the attic getting a first-hand look at the damage, he noticed at least 8 to 10 trusses that were completely broken.
Snow starts to melt, it starts becoming heavier. And you know, you've got of course they got in here yesterday morning and started removing the snow from the top of the building. So that helped, but the damage was already done.
Right now, the property owner says they're not sure how long these businesses will have to stay closed. They do say it will be quite a process to make the needed repairs, especially on the far end that houses the flower shop. They say they are looking to temporarily relocate these businesses. In Breathitt County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
The fire chief tells us he has been called to at least a dozen homes with roofs damaged by Friday's snow. Schools in Estill County have been out of class for a week now. Officials say buses can't reach some homes because of snow still on county roads.
Our Caitlin Setner talked with some parents about this extended break.
Safety of the kids is most important. Roads in town are clear, but they're not on all of the county back roads. Buses can't get on them. According to Estill County Schools Director of Transportation, the biggest issue they have is turnarounds. In town, the snow is essentially non-existent, except mounds on the roads that haven't melted. But not even 15 minutes out, the scene is a lot different. Some roads aren't yet drivable, especially for school buses. It's what has kept Estill County schools closed for a week's time. We talked to some parents to gauge how the kids are feeling about the week off.
I'm enjoying it. It's time for she and I to bond, cook, do what we want to do, so I'm loving it.
She built a snowman, but she's over the snow now. She's just ready to go back to school.
As of now, Estill County school officials say they will have school tomorrow. In Estill County, Caitlin Setner, WKYT.
Estill County schools are operating on a 2-hour delay tomorrow. If a road is not suitable for the buses to drive on, parents will be contacted to have the children meet the bus at the top of the street.
Well, snow is disappearing, but the cold temperatures are still here, along with a shortage of warm clothing in some areas. A group participating in K-Count, the process of counting the number of homeless people living in Kentucky, is handing out warm clothes and hot drinks to those in need. With blankets, hats, and gloves, a community action group has set up shop outside the Pilot gas station in Corbin to help the homeless.
Instead of just doing a normal count, we want to be able to do some outreach as well and provide individuals with something warm to drink, a blanket to cover up with.
Last year, the group counted about 24 homeless people in that area. They say it's important to keep track because the federal government sends money to help them offer shelter and resources based on the number of people in need. We'll have more on the K-Count ahead on WKYT News at 5:30. It is a calm day out there, but a chilly day here in the Bluegrass with temperatures remaining in the 30s. But there is a slight chance for more snow in the forecast.
Glad you said slight. Let's check in with meteorologist Jim Caldwell. Hey, Jim.
You stole my thunder there. You're right. It's only a small chance for the folks across central Kentucky. A little bit better perhaps out to our east, especially in the higher elevations due to the way this system will drop in from the north. Likely get a little upslope snow shower activity there for a while. Here's what we've got outside. Generally on the clear side. Now we have had some clouds through a better part of the day today, and we're sitting at 34 degrees right now with a feels like temperature of 30, which isn't terrible at all. And we've got a west-northwest wind coming in at 5 miles per hour, which is feeding that feels like temperature. Humidity around 59%. Here's our hour-by-hour forecast as we look through the evening hours here. Check out and watch what happens. We go overnight into the early morning. We start your Thursday off probably in the mid-20s across much of central Kentucky. Might be a cooler spot here or there. We go into the day tomorrow, and our temperatures are going to try to bump back into the low, perhaps even some mid-40s. I think that maybe in southern Kentucky they might get into the upper 40s for daytime highs tomorrow. But overall, a very good-looking day trying to come together for you with a mix of sun and clouds. Now, late in the day, the clouds are going to be a little bit thicker because it's setting the stage for that potential of maybe a stray shower or even those flakes of snow that we likely track into Friday morning. And then a big warm-up follows that in here. We will track that in a little more in detail coming up.
Thank you, Jim. It's important to have a bit of a sense of humor with all of this. A video of a giant panda stole the show at the National Zoo during the blizzard.
I think I've watched that video a dozen times myself. While some of the animals love the snow, workers stayed overtime to make sure that all of them were safe. Edward Lawrence shows us from Washington.
People lined up at the National Zoo to see Tien Tien, the star of a video that went viral during the recent blizzard. 60 million people saw this footage of the panda playing in the snow on Saturday.
He's kind of a really laid-back guy, so he kind of takes it in stride, but then all of a sudden, you know, he goes rolling down the hill.
To the delight of Ashley Shee, the giant pandas wanted to be out today.
She loves the zoo, and like every city we visit, she'll go to the zoo first.
Zoo staffers worked around the clock to dig out from under 22 inches of snow.
This was an enormous amount of snow, and we brought in an unusual number of people.
85 workers spent the past 4 nights at the zoo to make sure the animals were safe. Now, for the first time since the storm, all of the animals have more room to roam. And roam they did. The bison, Wilma, and Zora frolicked in their enclosures, and the elephants seemed to like the taste of the snow.
A lot of the animals are subtropical, so they were preferred to be in cozy, but a lot of them couldn't wait to get out.
Escaping the indoors for a day of fun in the snow. Edward Lawrence, CBS News, Washington.
Construction will begin today on the historic Singing Bridge in downtown Frankfort. The bridge has been down to 1 lane since last summer because of load limits. The State Transportation Department says crews will install new steel on the bridge, and they'll also have to close the bridge at some point as part of the construction continues. It's expected to last through May.
A popular novel series turned film gets a comical makeover courtesy of Marlon Wayans. We catch up with the actor at his 50 Shades of Black ahead on WKYT News at 4:30.
I'm Alex Trebek. If you're age 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want affordable life insurance that's simple to get. Coverage options for just $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free gift with great information. Both are free, with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call 1-800-440-4200 for your free information and a free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-440-4200. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-440-4200. 1-800-440-4200. Call now.
My phone rang at home, and it was Bill going, "Hey, what would you think about teaming up?"
We were both good at doing what we knew how to do.
We were not businessmen. We were landscapers. The first two accountants just said, "I don't know what to do with you guys."
One of our consultants connected us with Traditional Bank.
Traditional Bank has always had a team member running with us.
Great people. Love working with them. They always say, "Thank you for your business."
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Here we go, talking about flake potential again, trying to drift into the area for your Friday. It's not a big deal. It's not like what we just came through, but it's certainly something we'll watch across, especially into eastern Kentucky. Let's get to the headlines, as we've got a few to track. A lot of things happening over the next little bit. You got the flakes possible on Friday, and basically the best chances are going to show up for folks across the eastern sections of Kentucky. Here's one of our hour-by-hour models, and you can see it hanging out through the early morning. Basically, once we get past about midnight tomorrow night and into the early morning, folks in eastern Kentucky will be tracking the snow showers for a little while longer. So it has more of that upslope nature to it in some cases out there. So that's what they're going to have to deal with, while we have a few flakes here in central Kentucky as well. That's the first part of this. Temperatures are going to surge this weekend. We likely see 50s break out across most of the area, mid and upper maybe by your Sunday. And then we start talking about next week. Thunderstorms are back in town. That's right, not snowstorms. Thunderstorms. Yeah, there's some snow attached to it and a big time swath of it showing up on the backside of this with some of the model data, but a very intense area of low pressure will be tracking across the country, dragging a cold front right into Kentucky, and that's going to bring us some rounds of thunderstorms as we go into next week. With this perfect setup like this, with a strong southerly flow, we're likely in the mid and upper 60s. I would not be surprised if we get to end of next week and temperatures are in the low 70s in some areas. Wouldn't shock me at all. That's how strong that flow will be. It's either really cold and snowy or it's really warm so far this winter, and right now we're about to turn back to the warmer factor coming together. Defender Radar Network quiet across central and eastern Kentucky. We do have clouds out there, and we've had some of those for a better part of the day, and we're tracking even more on up the road with some energy that will likely be diving toward us as we work into tomorrow night and into the early morning hours on your Friday as well. That's the time period we're talking about getting in on some sprinkles, and then, of course, talking about the potential of some flakes of snow. Here we go. At the hour by hour, you can see the energy kind of out extended from the actual area of low pressure in the cold front, because they don't dive in here. It's just some of the energy associated with it. Breaking out into snow showers late on Thursday night, more so into Friday morning for folks in eastern Kentucky. That continues for a little while as we're into the early morning on Friday. Wraps up, though, during the daytime hours. Break out into sunshine, likely right back above freezing for daytime highs. So we eliminate the chance of getting a widespread accumulation. Do you see accumulation out of that? Maybe in some of those areas out there on some of those roadways. You get a quick little coating. Certainly a possibility. So that's something to watch for early on Friday, for the potential of some delays in spots, at least. We go into your 7-day forecast now, and let's forget about the flakes. I just like to tear that right out of the 7-day. Let's get into Saturday and Sunday when it's low and mid 50s, and then how about getting into Monday, Tuesday without the thunderstorms? They would look fantastic with those 60s back in here, right?
You only have our attention with Saturday and Sunday at this point. That's all we're really listening to.
That's all I want to talk about, because it looks spectacular, guys.
Good deal. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at the UK Marquis Cancer Center, where they're using integrative medicine in the form of art. We'll talk about it when we return here on WKYT.
And 1 and 2.
Hey, cats and kittens. Tonight, dig this.
I was in a jazz choir. I sang God Bless the Child.
Well, God bless the children that had to listen to that.
A new Two Pro Girls that's crazy.
Scooby-Doo, pop, pop, Do that again, and I'm gonna squiddle it up and bop you in the head.
Ben, are you hungry for a Mike and Molly thrill ride?
First traveling train tracks. You taste the danger?
A new Mike and Molly.
I'm a loose cannon.
Right after a new Two Broke Girls, CBS tonight.
Important message for women and men ages 50 to 85. Please write down this toll-free number now. Right now in areas like yours, people are receiving this free information kit for guaranteed acceptance life insurance with a rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. If you are on a fixed income or concerned about rising prices, learn about affordable whole life insurance with a lifetime rate lock that guarantees your rate can never increase for any reason. If you did not receive your information or if you misplaced it, call this number now and we'll rush it to you. Your acceptance is guaranteed with no health questions. Please stand by to learn more.
I'm Alex Trebek, and the announcement you just heard is for a popular and affordable life insurance plan with a rate lock guarantee. That means your rate is locked in for life and can never increase. Did you get your free information kit in the mail? If not, please call this toll-free number now. In the last month alone, thousands have called about this plan with the rate lock guarantee through the Colonial Penn program. And here's why. This plan is affordable, with coverage options for just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in and can never go up. And your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. See how much coverage you can get for just $9.95 a month. Call now for your free information kit. Don't wait. Call today.
Call 1-800-909-4488 for your free information and free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-909-4488. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-909-4488. Call now.
The candidate from Cartown Kia can give people $8,000 off new Kia Optimas. What can you offer?
Well, we have yesterday's coffee.
There's no debate. Get $8,000 off MSRP on all select new 2015 Kia Optimas in stock at Cartown Kia. Take home a new 2016 Kia Sorrento SUV for only $189 per month. And if you have a job bringing home $350 per week, we want to approve your credit.
We can do We don't do credit.
Don't debate it. Get to Cartown Kia.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you. Follow WKYT on Twitter.
There is a new integrative medicine and health program being introduced at the University of Kentucky Markey Cancer Center.
The program focuses on the patient's mind, body, and spirit in a healing environment. Deanne Stevens is out and about today with more on what's happening. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys, from the UK Markey Cancer Center, where we're making some music today. It's all part of the integrative medicine that they're doing here at the center. We have Jennifer, our music therapist, Beverly, who's been a patient here at the center. Music therapy. You were going through chemo this fall, Beverly. Talk a bit about that and how you got involved in using music as therapy.
The first time that I came in for chemotherapy, Jennifer popped into the room and explained to me what she did and just started to play music, and it was fabulous.
How did it make a difference in how you were feeling as a patient here, how it helped with your treatments and your healing?
You're scared, you're nervous, it takes away your anxiety, it's emotional, it's a wonderful release, and it actually puts you in the moment.
I always say music makes you move and can make such a difference in your day. Jennifer is a musical therapist here. Talk about exactly what you do for the patients at Markey.
So what we do is we use live patient preferred music and to accomplish non-musical goals. So what we're doing is we're using I used Beverly's preferred music. She actually requested different songs that she liked, and she likes a different variety of music. And we're using that to accomplish social, cognitive, spiritual, emotional, and physical needs of the patients. So we're reducing their pain, their anxiety, their nausea, and then also increasing their coping skills, their spiritual comfort, their quality of life, and helping to just help them cope with what's happening process all of the things that are happening and feel more comfortable in our Markey Cancer Center and, of course, across the hospital.
You've been doing this for a little bit now. Talk about the difference you see in once you go into that patient's room and then when you come out afterwards, after having that musical therapy.
Sure. A lot of times people are anxious if it's their first visit. They've maybe just gotten a brand new diagnosis. They don't know what's happening. They're scared, just like Ms. Baldwin said. And they're tense, and so we can use relaxation techniques. A lot of times I can actually help put someone to sleep, and that's the ultimate form of relaxation. But then also help someone to process something, and so many times either they're singing with me or they're laughing, and you can just see some of that tension or fear just melt away from their face, and they're just engaged and having a good time. And sometimes the therapy doesn't feel like therapy, it just feels like fun and enjoyment.
Really making a big difference during a difficult situation. Beverly, which one you want? You want the noisemaker?
Okay.
All right, let's play it up. Little music therapy for ourselves here at the UK Markey Cancer Center. Love what they're doing for the patients here. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
I bet that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Music
Soothing.
is so important to a lot of people. So, a comedy legend is getting a special honor, and it's a whole new world as a popular musical goes on the road.
Danielle Nottingham has your eye on entertainment.
Aladdin fans outside New York, your wish is coming true. Disney Theatrical Productions says the Tony-nominated musical based on the 1992 animated film is going on the road. Performances begin in Chicago in April of next year, with other cities to follow. The stars came out in Los Angeles for the premiere of the new Marlon Wayans comedy 50 Shades of Black. The film is a spoof of last year's sexy 50 Shades of Grey and stars Wayans as the wealthy businessman Christian Black.
I just thought it'd be a fun movie, and I had a lot of jokes to tell, so it was the perfect thing for me to do.
50 Shades of Black also stars Kaylee Hawk and Jane Seymour. It opens Friday. Carol Burnett says she's gobsmacked that the Screen Actors Guild is giving her its Lifetime Achievement Award. The comic legend, who's 82, will be honored during SAG's annual awards show Saturday. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler will present the award. The Carol Burnett Show won 25 Emmy Awards during its 11-year run on CBS. And veteran character actor Abe Vigoda has died. Vigoda gained fame as Sal Tessio in the movie The Godfather and memorably played Sergeant Phil Fish on the 70s sitcom Barney Miller. Abe Vigoda was 94. And that's your eye on entertainment. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, it doesn't matter if you think of him as the Terminator or California's governor. If you have $351,000 lying around, Jim Caldwell, you can take home Arnold Schwarzenegger's used car. Well, car is kind of an understatement. This 1977 Unimog truck is made by Mercedes. It's 9 feet tall, weighs 6 tons. Arnold even autographed the dashboard before he sold it to the Texas Direct Auto dealership out of Houston. No word on how many miles to the gallon it gets, but he only has about 1,800 miles on the odometer. If you want to buy it, the dealer has it listed on eBay. That's one way to get through the Lexington snow.
There you go. Absolutely. I like it. Jim does need that then for sure. One police department has a new friend on the force. We'll show you how an unusual guard has stepped up to protect and serve.
Did your family set a goal to become healthier in the new year? One family did and lost 300 pounds at Ageless. Bruce lost 92 pounds, Adam lost 64 pounds, and Catherine lost 151 pounds. For a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution, call Ageless today for a free consultation.
Kentucky has lots of counties and miles of roads. And in every county, there's a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent looking out for folks when they're on the road. When you're in Kentucky, you're never far away from Kentucky's own property and casualty insurer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Game days are here, and Perry's American Furniture has everything you need to celebrate with the cats in style. TV, consoles, and entertainment centers, dining tables, a comfy couch to watch the game on. Come see us at Perry's American Furniture Gallery, 1176 Industry Road.
If you've been injured on the job, do yourself and your family a favor. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about all of your legal rights. Morgan & Morgan,
for the people.
Can't wait to try these wings.
I know. And apparently the spicy honey barbecue sauce is so good, it'll change your life.
Yeah?
Mom and Dad, can I borrow the car?
Our son's in a boy band?
We have a son?
Life-changing? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The boneless wings meal with spicy honey barbecue sauce, served with crinkle fries and a small drink. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
Do-it-yourself stores may be fine for garden hoses and 2x4s, but appliances? Those guys may know these washers, but P-Rats knows these washers, and ranges, and refrigerators, and more. And after 4 years of being rated the best place to buy appliances in Central Kentucky, there's nowhere else in the Bluegrass better suited to help find your perfect kitchen. So for wood screws and wheelbarrows, go ahead, do it yourself. But for the right appliances at the right price, nobody beats P-Rats.
Of all the great Toyota deals out there, most are not seen on TV. Visit buyatoyota.com for a huge selection of offers like this Camry lease for only $179 a month. Buyatoyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals. Toyota, let's go places.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Mix 94.5.
The Big Blue Nation is rolling up its sleeves to beat the Gators before they meet on the hardwood next month.
2 days into the competition, and Kentucky has jumped in front of Florida in the annual Big Blue Slam Blood Drive competition. Donors will receive a limited edition T-shirt and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the second and third rounds of the NCAA men's basketball tournament at the Yum Center in Louisville, March 24th and 26th. Tomorrow from noon to 7, donors can give blood at Rupp Arena with a chance to take some shots on the court. I think that's always really cool. When you go in, you do something great by giving blood, and then you get a chance to see if you can make one on the Rupp Arena floor.
And any opportunity to beat the Gators.
Absolutely.
We will try to take advantage of it, right? What do you think, Jim? You ready?
They might have us in the weather department down there, okay? But we will certainly have them in every other aspect. Right now, our temperatures are running in the 30s, 33 in Lexington, so we're just a degree above the freezing mark. And you're going to find more mid and even a few upper 30s earlier. Even Middlesboro coming in with the upper 30 right now at 39 degrees. Now, we'll watch a lot of that disappear, though, as we head through the rest of the evening. Here's our hour by hour through the next 24 hours, and you can see that we're tracking mid-20s early tomorrow morning and then up to around 43 for a high. Here's the way the 7-day evolves, and it has all kinds of potential there on Saturday and Sunday, as we're likely in the low and mid-50s before we get into the 60s. That is one outstanding forecast. That is weather. Now let's get you up to date on traffic out there.
Well, police are working a couple of collisions. We start off the wide view of Lexington rush hour traffic and traffic flow, and we'll talk about these two wrecks. One is at Nicholasville and Zandale. That has 2 lanes of Nicholasville Road blocked and part of Zandale as well as a collision in that area. Now, there's another problem on the exit ramp from New Circle to Alumni. Part of that ramp is blocked, but they're about to clear that. The ramp is still usable, but issues taking the exit ramp from New Circle to Alumni. Drive times this afternoon, not impacted by those collisions so much. The ride into Scott County, Georgetown looks good on the interstate, so does 64 toward Clark County and Mount Sterling. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. A teenager becomes an online sensation, a roadside delivery, and the police get an unusual guard. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Okay, a Michigan high school student playing the piano inside the Lansing Mall is now an online sensation. Sarah Hadley recorded this video of 18-year-old Montel West on Friday and then posted it to Facebook. It has been liked and shared hundreds of thousands of times. Now, get this. West says that he has never been formally taught how to play, doesn't read music, and doesn't have a piano at home. He says he's learned on an electronic keyboard and from watching videos on YouTube. West says he's now getting plenty of offers for free piano lessons and even free pianos. He says he has even been contacted by a record label in Los Angeles. He sounds like he's been doing it for years.
What a talent there. All right, traffic was stalled on a New York freeway Tuesday due to an unlikely cause. A mother was busy giving birth, and the NYPD was helping her deliver. The NYPD tweeted out this picture of the new New Yorker. The baby's name is Nicola Wong. Police say he was delivered along FDR Drive near the United Nations headquarters. The infant was taken to the medical center there, where he was reported in good condition. suspicion.
Aw.
Just never know.
Glad he's okay. Okay, even police officers sometimes need to be protected, and one unlikely volunteer has signed up for the job. This goose has been patrolling outside the Oklahoma City police station. Police say that this station used to have a skunk problem, but thanks to this feathered officer, the critters have stayed away. We're told he also enjoys greeting the officers, patrolling the parking lots, and eating donuts. Didn't expect that one. The officers are now trying to come up with a name for their new partner. Much better than a skunk.
Is it bad to say quack or all the rest?
Go
Is
right
that
ahead.
a really bad joke? Okay,
We're heading that
that's
way.
all I've got right there. So stick with us. We're coming your way now with your 5 o'clock news.